Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable examiners of this final examination. Good morning, Mrs. Titi, Mr. Ngafif, and Mrs. Ike. In this special occasion, I am Cahya Triana with name 182120076. I would like to thank the examiners who have given me an opportunity to present about my thesis with the title The Effectiveness of Using Jeopardy Game in Teaching Simple Present Tense at the 8th grade students of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo in the academic year of 2021-2022. Well, my thesis consists of 5 chapters. Chapter 1, Introduction, Background of the study. Language is an important thing in life. It's tool to communicate. Without language, we are not able to communicate to each other. There are many languages are used in this world. So, we need an international language to communicate with the people in the world. That is English. In Indonesia, English is still considered as a foreign language. It is taught started from certain elementary school up to university. In teaching English, there are 4 skills of practical language: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Among those skills, grammar is an important thing in learning English. In English grammar, the students are faced with many rules of a language, and one of them is tenses. There are many tenses are used in English. One of the tenses to be learned in the grade students of junior high school is simple present tense. In teaching simple present tense, students can make bored and they didn't capture the material from the teacher if the teacher used speech method. So, I tries to give solution that is by applying a game to help the students in comprehending simple present tense. I choose one of the games which can be used to encourage learning tenses, especially simple present tense, namely Jeopardy game. By using Jeopardy game, the students will get opportunity to work together as a team and can stimulate students participate in the class. Identification of the problem. First, the students' mastery on simple present tense are low. The teacher use speech method in teaching learning process, and SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo is located near highway. Limitation of the problem. The use Jeopardy game in teaching simple present tense at the grade students of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo in the academic year 2021-2022. Statement of the problem. First, how are the students' achievement on simple present tense at the 8th grade of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo? And second, is using Jeopardy game effective in teaching simple present tense to the students at the 8th grade of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo? Next, objectiveness of the study. To know the students' achievement on simple present tense at the 8th grade of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo, and to find out whether using Jeopardy game effective in teaching simple present tense to the students at the 8th grade of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo. Chapter 2, Theoretical Review, Theory of Teaching and Learning. According to Abanador et al., 2014, page 1, teaching is defined as interacting, tutoring, or educating, and teaching need a systematic plan to achieve a learning objective. Al-Katani, 2015, page 23, says that teaching and learning process have to make it possible for the students to understand the meaning of the learning material. Theory of Game and Jeopardy Game. Kang et al., 2011. Gaming is one method of teaching that encourages participation. active learning, and offers a respite from the didactic lectures. And Risky 2018, page 22, states that Jeopardy is a popular trivia game in America. For this activity, a board with categories and points is displayed for the class to see, either in PowerPoint or on the blackboard. Theory of tenses and simple present tense. Napitupulu 2021, page 2 says that tenses are different forms of verb and change their forms depending upon the time at the event. Siswoyo 2016, page 4 says that simple present tense relates to the daily activities and to talk about the general truth. Previous study. First, Muhammad Aduriski Mardaditya, 2018, with the title The Effectiveness of Jeopardy Game in Teaching Vocabulary in 7th grade students at SMP Negeri 1 Geger. Second, I Gusti Ayu Agung Werdiani, 2021, with the title Improving Students' Reading Skills Through Jeopardy Games. And the last, from Dwi Arti, 2014, with the title The Effectiveness of Using Transformation Drills to Improve Students' Simple Present Tense Mastery at the 10th grade students of SMK Muhammadiyah Purworejo. Hypothesis. Hypothesis alternative, the use of the Jeopardy game is effective in teaching simple present tense at the A grade students of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo. And hypothesis null, the use of the Jeopardy game is not effective in teaching simple present tense at the A grade of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo. Chapter 3, Research Design. This research belongs to pre-experimental research design by using pre-test post-test with quantitative approach. Population, A grade students of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo, which consists of 6 classes and with the total students are 189 students. Sample, A, sampling technique using purposive sampling technique. The researcher wants to use a class that has average proficiency in learning English. Research instrument using tests. Variable of the research, independent variable, teaching simple present tense using Jeopardy game, and dependent variable, students' achievement on simple present tense. Technique of collecting the data. First, preparing the instrument. Next, consulting it to expert, giving pre-test, giving treatment, giving post-test, and the last scoring. Technique of analyzing the data. There are 2, descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. Descriptive analysis including mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and variance, and inferential analysis, test of normality and test of hypothesis. Chapter 4, Research Finding and Discussion. You can see on the screen that there are significant differences between pre-test and post-test. And then in detail, you can see on the mean score. The mean score of pre-test is 44.84 and mean score of post-test is 72.10. Before I come to the computation of hypothesis, I did the test of normality and the result is the data has abnormal distribution. Because of the data was abnormal distribution, so that I use non-parametric statistic. In this case, I use manual computation and use Wilkinson-Sig rank test from SPSS. And the result, the z-score is 4.85. Furthermore, the seek-to-tail is 0 which is lower than 0.05. The data is declared normal. Chapter 5, conclusions. The mean of post-test is higher than pre-test. Z-value is higher than Z-table. The Z-test result, there is a significant differences between the pre-test and post-test data. It means that the hypothesis null is rejected and the hypothesis alternative is accepted. It means that using Jeopardy game is effective in teaching simple present tense at the grade students of SMP Negeri 14 Purworejo in the academic year of 2021-2022. The honorable examiners, I have been presented all of my final assignment from chapter 1 until 5. That's all about my presentation. Thank you very much for your nice attention, and I will be ready to answer the question, and I hope that I can answer the question well. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.